Hey y'all, it's February the 6th, 2019, and y'all, what we're going over here, it's not a very big deal what we're covering in this video, but I think it'll be good to share this with people because I think it's actually a very good learning experience. Getting into detective work, alright, just want to emphasize. There was a dog attack, alright, that allegedly happened over there in Temecula or to something, Tecama, Mexico, somewhere in there, in which 11 dogs, they ripped a lady's scalp off and stuff like that, and she's found later dead. Later on, I guess in the morning, they found her and she was dead. Chunks missing out of her, allegedly. That's how the story goes. And it came across my desk by way of Anaconda Mall Liquor, but there's a number of people who have talked about it, and it's actually like a breaking news, and it's kind of viral. So I wanted to just read out a few things. I don't know how many people come into contact sometimes with packs of wild dogs or packs of feral dogs or packs of dogs that are just unaccounted for. San Antonio, especially in certain parts of the city, you might find some dogs roaming around, and they'll roam around in packs sometimes. Right? I understand it could be a problem in some areas, not so much in the area I'm at. Alright, so it's not that widespread, but people do know about it. I've been told about it by other people from other places. They say San Antonio has a pretty bad dog problem, and in a sense I do know what they're talking about, because lots of times you'll encounter like some stray dogs, or maybe a stray dog. Sometimes you encounter a pack. And I don't want to make this video too long, but we're over here, and I know it's from foxnews.com. I don't know who wrote it. I don't want to lose my spot. It's kind of a long article. Well, hold on. I do want to see the headline. Okay, are stray dogs to blame in Mexico deaths, or were pooches framed? Now, this is an interesting article because it's kind of talking about what I was hinting at earlier. And in that, I'm not saying the dogs, that I know what happened with the dogs. Alright, I'm not saying that I know what happened with this lady, or if this lady existed. But I'm saying that probably she did exist, more than likely. And probably there is a dead body there. Alright, more than likely. And just because you'd have to be going through some amount of effort to make the entire thing up. Right? And you'd have to have some sort of agenda, i.e. you'd have to be trying to convince people that wild dog packs roam around Mexico sometimes. The thing is, it won't take that much convincing. Trust me, wild dog packs roam around Mexico sometimes. Right? So this article in particular, it kind of discusses whether, a lot of these dog attacks that happen in Mexico sometimes, maybe these are of people who have already been victimized by actually a human being, and then the dogs are framed. In a sense, maybe the dogs are sicked upon victims after the fact. Right? This article deals in that. And the thing is, in the earlier video that I was making about the dog attacks, in which I still don't know much about it, I was saying that, okay, maybe somebody made this up, but who was it that made this up? And why did they make it up? Alright, so I know nothing about the situation. Perhaps the lady got killed by a person. Perhaps they got dogs to help them with that. There is a video of dogs chasing this lady, And I've been told, and it's been said, well, if a dog's wagging its tail, that means it's not going to attack you. All right? Some people might think, well, then it's got to be 100% hoax. Not necessarily. I really don't know what happened. But I'm here to tell you sometimes dogs act a certain way, and they'll react to a human being for acting a certain kind of way. All right? And I want to talk about that just for safety's sake towards the end of this video. But let me just go ahead and read some of what it says in this article. It says this. If they're in a pack, referring to dogs, they're probably grabbing whatever is closest to them. Oh man, I skipped a little bit. Let's go up here. Experts say it is a popular myth that wild animals attack the throat or like in a vicious manner. They say dogs generally bite people wherever they can reach, often the arms, legs, or buttocks. All right? That's what they're saying. I don't know if this article might be a hoax, but it was written a few years ago. If they're in a pack, they're probably grabbing whatever is closest to them, which kind of, you can see in the video, that's what's taking place, said Dr. Julie Albright, who holds the PetSafe chair in small animal behavior research. Dang, I didn't know that was a thing. At the University of Tennessee College of Veterinary Medicine. One resident, former policewoman Magali Flores Guzman, questioned how dogs could have been responsible when people regularly walk through the park without incident. And they're talking about a certain park where a lot of dog attacks took place, like a number of them. So, but Albright said the victim's behavior could have triggered an attack. And I gotta let y'all know, when it comes to dog packs or when it comes to maybe 2 or 3 dogs, I have to let you know that your behavior really does mean a lot. All right? So let's read a little bit more. Something drew them over there. She said maybe food drew them there. All right, and I did want to make mention of this dog grabbing at the left hand of the lady, or trying to, and it's a bigger dog, you'll notice. There's a couple of big dogs in the pack. One's reached for her left hand. Is there some food in there? I couldn't tell you. But they think it's a game right there in the video. Certainly they do think it's a game right then. All right, but let's just read a little bit more. A relative said 2 of the victims they were talking about in the park. This is previous, but it's also in Mexico. A relative said 2 of the victims had just bought food before entering the park and before they got attacked. Some residents said another victim may have been drunk or passed out after drinking with friends in the park. Albright said dogs may be more likely to go after people who are stumbling or unsteady on their feet. The experts said trying to run away, and I want to stress this to anybody, because the thing is, sometimes, like I said, in San Antonio, you'll come across a pack of dogs if you're not knowing where you're going, right? So the experts said trying to run away from a dog pack, which is what this lady is attempting to do, can also trigger an attack. Like maybe they're playing with you and they're all having fun, but once you start running, maybe that'll trigger something in them to start thinking, oh, this is a different kind of game, a game with death at the end. All right, it does happen, and that's the thing. I want to stress that if you hopefully you can defend yourself, but if you ever come across a pack of dogs, running away from them is the worst possible thing you could do. You really do have to stand. And the thing is, the lady herself, I don't know if she had food in her hand or anything like that, but had she been able to portray some sort of level of confidence and authority, the dogs may not have even began to attack her, because like I said, these are little dogs. All right. But, you know, she showed some fear. She started running. The bigger dogs kind of got a little bit excited. All right. So they take over in a sense. The little dogs, I mean, this is a gang of dogs. They don't hardly know right from wrong, or unfortunately. All right. I have no idea about this lady, but I do know that nobody made up this story in order to create a news item. All right. Like, for example, it's not good publicity if your local paper were to, if they're making up stories, that's a terrible publicity for your city or your town. All right. People might think twice before coming to visit and spending their money there if they know, in fact, that they may be attacked by wild dogs. It's not good PR. And so, you know, you can start to understand that definitely nobody made this up. All right. But as to whether or not the dogs killed the lady, I couldn't say. It was off the video camera. And, anyways, I hope we all learned some stuff. Now, dogs, I love dogs, all right? So they're not going to all roam in packs, but some of them do. So, anyways, I'll holler at y'all. It's February the 6th of 2019.
Esta persona pues no logra, la jala. En el video se ve como la jala por acá, la jala por acá. Y el video no lo ha visto. Ya lo tengo. La gente les da de comer, les pone agua, les tienen terreno dispuesto. Es que aquí les dan de comer. Entonces estamos deduciendo que los perros aquí la vieron, o se estaban durmiendo acá.